Hey, welcome to Knowledge Nerds with Kayla. Hi,
Hi.
Kayla.
Hello, everybody.
We've been on a hiatus for a long time, probably since like last April or May. So it's been a long time since we've done a show together, but we're back and we're just testing out the waters here live YouTube on my channel. Be Cool to Be Podcast out. How have you been, Kayla?
I've been good.
You just
How
went
are
back.
you?
You just went back to school today
Yep.
from spring break.
Yep.
So uh, let's talk about the movie that we saw yesterday. So go ahead.
So yesterday we saw the new Looney Tunes movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up, with Daffy Duck and Porky Pig.
And Daffy Duck's one of my favorite Looney Tunes characters.
Mm-hmm.
Your review first. Go ahead.
Honestly, I liked it. It was a pretty good movie. It's not like high up like how I usually felt, but it was really nice to see a new 2D animated movie, considering the fact that Disney, DreamWorks, all those other studios haven't done it in like a really long time. So it was really refreshing to see new 2D film and with characters that everybody knows and loves. So it makes me happy. So I definitely recommend going to see it because it has a $15 million budget, but it only has $8 million right now. So if it gets like at that point or even above it, then it would like really mean a lot to the animation community.
Good. I'm a little bit. I put the mic a little higher here. I don't know. Hopefully, you guys can hear us okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm a little indifferent on it. I thought it could have been a little bit better, honestly. I love Looney Tunes. I grew up on Looney Tunes, so but it could have been a little bit better for me. Uh, the storylines got a little bit. I don't know. They had to save the world, and I'm not going to spoil it for those who want to go and see it. But I was a little bit disappointed. Yeah, let's just say that. It could have been better, in my opinion. So anyway, I went with the family, Kayla, my wife, and they enjoyed themselves. I enjoyed it too. I didn't say it's a total dud or anything. It's a good movie,
Yeah.
but I think it could have been better. But
same here. But I still really enjoyed it, and also it's doing pretty well on Rotten Tomatoes. It's got some pretty good reviews. But then again, you don't always have to rely on critics to know whether or not a movie is good.
no, you should always listen.
Trust your instincts.
When you go and see it, if you like it, that's all that matters. So, you're your own reviewer basically. So, we went to and then after that, we went to like a video game, like a toy kind of hobby store, and Kayla picked up a few things. Why don't you show them what you got?
So, this is the one that I saw first. Well, my mom showed me, but here we got some figures from the music / idol anime Idol Master. It's a really good anime. It's a little bit girly, and it revolves around like a group of girls who are, idols, like Japanese idols. So even if you're not into it, you should check out some of the songs. They range from like different genres, from like pop to rock at some point. There's like a ton of Idol Master series and games. This one is from the original, the Idol Master. I'm more familiar with Cinderella Girls, but this one is really good too. And I don't know, like a lot of the characters, but this right here, this is I think this is Ami. She has a twin sister named Mommy, so they look exactly alike almost, except their little ponytails are on a different side.
Cool.
And then, next up, I'm bringing this to school tomorrow, but I ended up getting this Batman, this Batman comic was by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm. They are the geniuses behind Batman the Animated Series, and I believe also Superman the Animated Series. And I've just been getting into DC recently, and I've kind of liked DC more than Marvel, but Marvel's pretty cool. I'm getting into it too, but I've just had like a really soft spot for DC. So
very cool.
I'm excited to read this. I'm bringing it to school tomorrow.
Cool.
And then next up, I got these 2 DVDs. And first, I got this big box, this complete collection of the anime Galaxy Angel, where these girls are. It's kind of like a little bit like Star Wars. These girls, they're like on a spaceship and they go on like adventures together. It's pretty cute, and my mom actually told me about this anime a really long time ago when we used to live in our old house because it was free on Xfinity, and I watched it and I thought it was super cute. So now I officially have the complete series, and I have the manga as well. So it's a pretty cute anime. You can also watch it on YouTube if you don't feel like, paying for it. But I'm happy to have this in my collection. It's always good to have physical media.
Physical media, that's where it's at.
And then next up, I have this Hyperdimension Neptunia DVD. This is actually a video game. Really funny. It's like comedy, but also like action, and yeah. And this is Purple Heart. She is a CPU. She is an actual transformation. So originally she's Neptune, and she's really silly. But this is by Funimation, which is an animation there's a company that does dubs for anime. Except for now they go under Crunchyroll now. But it's really funny anime. The games are great, really funny too. So I'd recommend like watching a few clips of the anime or the game.
Cool.
And that's everything I got there.
All right. Kayla sent me a link before for a video by Pearl Jam through the evolution.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you just discovered that video.
Yeah.
So who made the video? Well, that's a '90s video. I remember when that video was new. You weren't even born yet or anything. So that's cool that you kind of discovered it. She texted me the link to YouTube. I'm like, hey, I know the video very well. But go ahead. Who made it and how'd you discover it?
The animation is done by Todd McFarlane.
Yeah, Todd McFarlane. Yeah,
he's a pretty well-known, I think,
very well-known
comic book creator. He made the character Spawn, who is the series. I don't think it's by DC, but he's a really cool vigilante, kind of like Batman, except he's way more dark. He's kind of more darker than that.
Mm-hmm.
And he in the cartoon he's voiced by Keith David. Really well-known actor and voice actor. He also played him in Mortal Kombat 11, and he's just a really cool character. And I discovered it mainly because of Death, which is portrayed by a woman in the music video. Because I saw her on the pictures on Twitter, I'm like, ooh, this character looks really pretty. And so I saw it was from Pearl Jam, and Pearl Jam is Mom's favorite band. Well, second band.
One of her.
She likes Duran Duran.
Well, I mean, from the '90s alternative, she's a loves Nirvana and Pearl Jam. Those were her favorites. Well, yeah, '80s is Duran Duran. That's her band.
Yeah, she likes them.
From that '90s scene, my favorites were Alice in Chains and Soundgarden. So those are the big four bands that were big at that time. The grunge movement from Seattle, but yeah, Alice in Chains and Soundgarden were always my favorites. I like Nirvana and Pearl Jam too. I just kind of over time. Alice in Chains was always my favorite from that era. They were a bit heavier, darker, and that's kind of being into the '80s metal and stuff growing up. That kind of was what I really like. So, did you get to listen to the Rush song that I sent you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard some of the samples, and I even watched a YouTube video after it of this person going over.
So what I did is I sent her a link to the Rush instrumental La Villa Strangiato because we just saw the Looney Tunes yesterday, and the little jazzy parts. There's an influence in that song from Looney Tunes. Well, it's samples, but they're playing it. It's not sampled. They're actually playing the music, but they're playing the jazzy part. So
and I do love Looney Tunes.
Yeah, and I figured you got a kick out of that, so that's why I sent you the song. So you thought the song was cool? Yeah, it's an instrumental. It doesn't have any singing.
Really
it's just playing. So, we're gonna be doing this every week now. This is kind of just like a little test run again. We've been away for so long. We only did like 3 episodes last year, but I want to do this weekly with her. So let's do a quick pick an album, like go to the wall and pick like a blind pick. Go to the wall and pick an album, and I'll talk about it. We'll do this once in a while, Anywhere that's open. I know I got stuff blocking. Oh, okay, cool.
It's cool.
This is Boston's second album, Don't Look Back. Now, Boston came out in the 70s. The first album, the album before this, is considered a huge classic. Like every song on there was pretty much a radio hit. This was their second album, came out in 1978, Don't Look Back. And I love this album just as much, almost as much as the first one. The first one is very hard to beat, but they're Boston. They came out of Boston, so they named the band Boston. And the leader is Tom Scholz. He's a guitar player, but he's also an inventor. He invented a lot of guitar gear and was an innovator in like sound and how to record an album and things like that. So yeah, this is Boston's second album. So that's cool. That's cool. We want to give each other homework assignments as well. So do you have anything for me? Like you want me to listen to something or
well,
or did you think anything or
I thought of it.
Okay.
So there's this artist that I like. His name is he's mostly called Lair of Voltaire, and he's mostly like goth music.
Okay.
I'm not a huge goth person, but I love his music.
Okay.
He actually made an album with some of the people who worked with David Bowie, and it's all a tribute to Labyrinth, the movie.
Okay.
So there's a lot of songs that he does in there, original songs. He even did a cover of Dance Magic Dance by David Bowie, and I think some other songs. And I listened to it. I think it's really cool. And I do really love Labyrinth. I love Jim Henson. Great puppeteer, great creator. Love Muppets. Sesame Street. So I figured that'd be nice. And Dad likes.
Okay, so who's the artist now?
Lair Voltaire.
Lair Voltaire.
Yeah.
Okay, is it like is it a guy, girl?
It's a guy.
Okay, so does he play an instrument?
Yes, he plays an instrument. He plays a guitar.
Okay, he plays guitar.
But some of his songs,
does he have albums? What do you want me to listen to? Like an album or
the album? Okay, I'll send it to you.
Okay. So yeah, let me know. You send it to me, and I'll listen to it all week. And then next week when we come on, I'll review it. I'll let you know what I thought of it.
All right.
And everything. So my homework assignment for you is Motley Crue's "Shout at the Devil." Okay. Now this album came out in 1983. Okay, and it was, it got a lot of people into like heavy metal. It was one of those albums that we call gateway albums. So a gateway is like somebody that discovers something and really gets into it and gets into the whole kind of genre of music. This was like one of those kind of albums. So people that maybe weren't into heavy metal saw the videos on MTV, got into the album and then became fans of heavy metal and went on to buy other, get into other bands and heavier bands and everything. But this is one of the, for me, this is my favorite Motley Crue album. This is their second album. And they got pretty dark on this album. And you can see the upside down pentagram there. Check them out, how they look.
Wow.
They look pretty wild, like something out of a Mad Max movie. Yeah, so I mean, they really kind of brought that whole kind of glam metal in the 80s to the scene. So, and they became one of the biggest bands of the 80s, and they're still around today. Actually, I don't like them as much anymore, but I love this album. This album is a classic, and I want you to take it. I want you to listen to it, and then next week we'll review it.
All right.
Let me know what you think of it. So that's really going to be it. And we're going to keep it short. We're going to go live. It might be either be live or taped. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. But we want to do it like Sundays. So we want to do it. I know it's Monday, but we want to do it Sundays. Maybe even either Saturday or Sunday, depending on, usually we're busy on the weekends. We're doing things. We were going to do it yesterday, but we were all kind of tired. We were out all day. So I kind of just figured I'd postpone it till today. So, but anyway, it's going to be a weekly thing. Knowledge Nerds is back with Kayla.
Yeah.
So we'll discuss pop culture, music, movies, video games, anything like that. And we'll review. We'll give each other homework assignments. As time goes on, I'll think of more ideas that we'll do. But hopefully you guys will be along for the ride And thanks for joining us. So
Yeah.
have a great night and have a great weekend. We'll see you Sunday next weekend.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.